I guess, yeah. I mean, I'd say it's not too often I'm referred to in that manner, but I'll take it. A League of Legends legend alongside an Age of Empires legend in Dave AOE. And spectating 6 legends, or maybe some, names that are, on their way to becoming Age of Empires legends. And I think that's one of the most exciting things for me about not just the Age of Empires scene in the last year, but particularly tournaments like this, where we're seeing some of these, I'll put it in air quotes, fresher faces, newer names, who have been, making a mess of the 1v1 scene and challenging some of the top guys. But now we get to see what happens when you start grouping them up, right? And you take some of the titans of old Age of Empires, like the Oni guys, and some of the newer faces like a Sebastian or a Lucho alongside an ACCM, right? I mean, that's a very exciting team for me, this Wonders team. Yeah, a couple years ago, you would have been laughed off the face of the planet for a decision like that, right? And it just speaks to the overall way that the scene is leveled up. Yeah, so I don't have too much experience on migration as a map, except for the old Canada team that used to have Chris go. Chris was just a monster on this map. Is really all I remember. Is just how Chris would go imp and just murder everybody by himself with his 2 flanks, like holding on for dear life. That's what it was.
Chinese and Wu would be really nice because Wu get the ship upgrades for free, and then Chinese get the dragon ship once they get the heavy warships upgrade, and Lu Xuan. So it's very, very powerful. I think we will see an extended fish boom from both, and then like faster imp timings from them. They help out their flanks. They win the water, and then the really cool thing, Dash, which I don't know if you've seen yet, they go for water trade. They go for trade cogs and not a second TC a lot of the time. So they will try and take advantage of the water control, and you can trade for gold and wood at the same time. So even if they don't have wood access in the center, they can get some from the cogs.
You know what that reminds me of? Because I was watching your and Daniela's cast from yesterday, and I learned alongside Daniela for the first time that Caravan affects trade cogs. I also did not know that. I thought it was
it's
only...
affected it since like 2001,
That's
bro.
what I mean. I always assumed it was just land trade units. It does make perfect sense if you read the text of it, but it just had never occurred to me that was the case. So cool to see some of the water trade being put to use. As a number of our players are hitting the feudal age, we see extra docks coming up. Just taking a quick count on both sides. I see Sebastian with 3 docks. 3 docks on the opposite flank as well for Lucho, matched by 3 docks for each of their opponents, except for Turs right now, who's just on 2 for the time being.
It's really interesting to me that everyone is still playing full galley. I've seen Jordan, like, galley theoretically should be the best, right? And people still are making it on the flanks, but I've seen Jordan on Onimaru Vanguards probably 3 or 4 separate instances just go full fire, like not even hulks.
Yeah.
And he's won every single time. He's managed to either hold a 2v1 or has won his side with fire. So I wonder if there's an adjustment to be made or if it's just Jordan being Jordan.
Yeah, that was my curiosity. Is he like offloading some of the micro so that he can focus on other things? Because obviously you can care less about your fires. Whereas, yeah, I agree. I mean, ultimately, in most games, range is superior to everything, right? Even if you're like fighting against the counter unit, if you have more range, you can still out micro it. So Galley does feel like the obvious choice for professional players.
Very good advantage here for Target early.
Oh, yeah.
Like, he's already pushed Lucho away from the stock. He might kill the villager. Romans have a good eco. They're not saving the wood on the docks like Malians are and all the buildings, but they have a great eco, and they also have that +1 pierce armor on their galleys, which does make a difference in these engagements. Quite a big one, actually.
Yeah, 3+1 already with 6 damage. Means you're only taking 2 to the opposing 3 that your opponent is having to take. But honestly, a very, very kind of tempered approach to the game for both. Like, not much aggression by either side. We do have scouts in the middle. Nobody's managed to transport just yet, but the transport shit is out for Anatov.
Yeah, Anatov, I think he just transported to make a dock that was a bit more efficient. There's also a whale over there, if you're familiar with whales.
The
bringing
gold
in
on,
the extra gold, which really helps if you're trying to go fast imp. And I think that's what Anatov's trying to do. You can see he's already like building up the food. He's building up the gold. ACCM kind of doing the same thing too. He's about to click up to Castle H. Much faster Castle H here for Anatov, as both flanks are just kind of dancing around each other. Do we have any kills yet?
We
0 kills.
0 kills. Yeah.
0 kills.
That's impressive.
12.5 minutes into the game.
Well, but so this is, I mean, is this what you're talking about a bit with like the development of this map? I mean, it is a lot of, obviously we still have a fair amount of military on the field. If anybody ever did take their foot off the gas, you could lose your entire fishing economy. But it does seem kind of crazy to me that we have like 40 plus fishing ships per side and nobody's really willing to take an engagement.
Well, they don't want to put themselves in a bad position, right? Things snowball so badly. You lose 3 galleys and suddenly your opponent wants to push. And then you're holding on for dear life, and your pockets fish are threatening everything. So they'll just, you know, count on their pocket to pull through. ACCM, a little bit later to the Castle Age, but should have a little bit more of a stable eco than Anatov. Although Anatov's timing is going to be insane. 750 food, 750 gold.
Yeah,
and
he's looking.
ACCM's not even in Castle Age yet.
Real clean on the build so far. Monastery just about to complete here for Anatov. Already has the university. And so with a few bot resources.
He's up. Oh,
there it
boy.
is. Wow. 14-minute click. Are you kidding me?
I mean, it's a 9-mil start, and he's got Chinese, but still, dude, that is really good from him, and he's already adding fires. I'm kind of wondering, like, which side of the map does he go to first, right? Like, does he go over to support target?
Yeah, that's a good question.
Or does he go over to support Turs? I think probably target. You probably go up against Lucho and try and get it instead of Sebastian.
Yeah, I think as well, if you assume that the Vikings should be able to win their 1v1, just being a, you know, a baller ass water sieve, then yeah, go help your other flank and leave Turs in the 1v1 that he wants to have.
Yeah, that's exactly what he's doing. He's going over to Lucho's side. Is that the first kill of the game? Yo, we're on the board, baby. We are on the board.
Wow.
Target gets a kill 16 minutes in.
One snipe. Imperial Age a minute away here for Anatov. An extra minute behind that is ACCM, but ACCM is the first to drop a TC on the central island at the very least. So going to go a little bit more economy focused to support his Imperial Age. And we do have his teammate in Sebastian also making it to the central island, which we've seen games that, you know, in the past be determined by just like an unwillingness to transport Vils to the center, and then you get stuck on your home island. So the whole of the team here for Wonders has made the migration.
I think it's a very deliberate thing, right, from the Nocturna team right now. Just the strategy is win water, at least initially. Transporting villagers from target to the center. So Turs made his own transport, but Anatov is helping target get there. Target's going to go for a town center. I really do suspect that Anatov will go for trade cogs and maybe sling his allies to help them get up to Imperial Age a little bit faster. It's a different strat for Wonders, though. Like you said, the TC expansion for all 3 players. on the middle. They're going to try and take advantage of that.
Oh, and how about this, though? ACCM, he's sending his fires to the opposite side. So we're about to have a pretty lopsided matchup here. And already, full retreat mode here for Lucho, giving up his forward dock. Needs to. So it's a smart move, but he's getting 2v1'd right now.
Is it enough for ACCM on the other side? Because Turs still has quite a few ships. Dragonstar can send some dragon ship, or not Dragonstar, sorry. Anatov can send some dragon ships over there. And it's only galleys for the Romans player against dragon ships?
Oh my god,
oh, no.
That's 5 dragon ships and that dock lasted 10 seconds.
Yep, it's such a powerful unit, man. It really, really is. He's already got siphons for the charge attack, and look at those fires absolutely melt as well.
Oh my goodness.
ACCM's going to have to do something over here. Lucho is all alone. His island is completely cut off.
Yeah,
and his galleys aren't very effective at all.
Not very effective, not upgraded, and soon his fish is about to be cornered and sent to the bottom of the ocean here. I mean, he's about to lose his whole military too.
Oh, wow. Look at that surround by Anatov. He just rips through those galleys. They managed to squeak through. The upgrade wouldn't do much for him right now against dragon ships, so I like the fact he's not getting it. He's going to invest everything into eco in the center. He knows that his island is cooked for the time being. Yeah,
immediately goes to a 4th town center, says goodbye to the water here, folks. We're playing for land. And while all that's happening, Sebastian takes a little bit of initiative. He's going for a forward position on land, dropping a siege workshop, even thinking about a tower to follow up as Koreans.
That could be difficult for Turs to deal with, right? Turs will get the castle up, though, which is really nice. That should protect his town center. He's got 3 town centers. The Vikings, they have good eco. He's still got his fish alive. I mean, it's a good position for Nocturna for sure.
Oh, yeah, they're feeling very good about their. I mean, surprisingly, eco units are still close between the 2 teams. So that's because we haven't really seen the cleanup on water happen just yet. But you can see the military numbers are rapidly slipping in favor of Nocturna. The one saving grace here for Wonders is what you mentioned, the fact that all of that military is on water right now. So they still have some time to make their own transition towards land.
So one thing from Anatov, and I had this problem earlier with Darkside. They did the exact same thing with Chinese. They got the water control, and Dragonstar didn't make any loose ones. But you don't need any like chemistry or anything to make. It's basically their version of a cannon galley. It's very strong. One over there towards Lucho's base would be incredible. Right? If they win the water on the right side, one on Sebastian's base would be incredible. But he's more focused on getting the sling technologies and maybe trying to send resources to his allies, but he doesn't have an eco. So,
right.
Like, I don't know. Anatov's trying to maybe do a little bit too much right now.
Yeah. Getting too big for his britches. Sitting on 47 villagers. Yeah, he's got 24 fish, but like you say, that's barely enough to support your own Imperial Age push right now. And the fish is going to get just more and more inefficient as time goes on if you're not replacing the docks. He is switching some of his pressure up to the other side of the map, though, now. After they got rid of the majority of Lucho's fish, you can see big battle happening on the eastern side of the map. Linking up with Turs now, making a mess of the fishing economy here for ACCM as well.
Dude, this KD for Wonders is not good. Not good at all. 77 and 22 KD for Anatov.
Oof.
Like, we look at the kill death on this side. Lucho's only killed 4 units. He just got overwhelmed by that amazing timing from Anatov. And the dragon ships are still doing really well against the fire ships from ACCM. It's all about the land now. I love the position that Sebastian has gotten over here. It's really, really good, but Target is on the way to Imperial Age as well, and he has a lot of area on this middle. So he can potentially hold or maybe even push against Lucho and ACCM.
Yeah, Target on the way. Turs on the way to Imp as well. So it's going to be 3 Imperial Age up against 1 Imperial Age on the opposite side. As I say that, Sebastian does get his Imp click in, but definite disadvantage in terms of the technologies here soon enough. But a good forward position, like you mentioned. I think that's going to be the saving grace here for Wonders, if anything, is that they do own maybe 70% of the central island currently. And they are getting some more castles up.
It's just they had to, like, give up so much eco because they lost water, right? They lost all their fish. They lost a lot of the villagers surrounding the water, right? They have to stay condensed. And Lucho, I don't know if he's got the timing here, right? Like he's not going to be able to go up to Imp anytime soon. He has to put most of his resources into Eco. And Target's in a much more comfortable position. Look at that night production from him. Six stables?
6 stables, 6 on the field, 15 seconds away from Imp. He's already got second armor upgrade, so pretty quickly expecting to see that plate barding come in as well. I'd say, I guess the one thing that I'm actually 100% with you on is why has Anatov not added like 2 loose ones? Like
it's don't get me started. It's every time. It's every time a team goes for this strat, they never do it, and then the team who like prioritize land ends up winning because their ecos at home are completely free, and then everyone says no, water isn't important, land wins.
Yeah.
Well, water isn't important if you don't take advantage of it.
And also don't ignore how much of the land you can control from water with one of those units, right? I mean, and you've got 22 trade cogs on the field. Don't make 3 of those and make 1 Luchuan instead, right? And all of a sudden you can constrict the amount of space from the shorelines by just an insane amount. Regardless, they're going to find another way to put pressure on land. That's just bringing a forward castle and some trebuchets. Target needs to make sure this goes up by sniping that mangonel. Shouldn't have too many issues as long as he's paying attention here as the mangonel comes forward.
He's raiding.
Now he comes.
So Lucho is up. He must have had that in the queue. When I was looking at his resources, he's going Centurions. Centurions are very expensive, very powerful though.
He did a good job delaying here, honestly, for the fact that he was that far behind in Imperial Age to deal with the first trebuchet and delay the castle going up. He's still behind, but saved himself a lot of time and a lot of pain here trying to having to repair that castle if he couldn't get the trebuchet down. Opposite side, we do have good cav rating though happening over on Sebastian's eco.
And that opens the door for Turs to push back against the towers and the siege. And Turs is in a good position economically. Look at the trade cogs, Dash. That's what I'm talking about. 31 trade cogs already for Anatov. And the trade line, I think, is really, really solid, right? 120 gold coming each trip.
That's insane. That's insane, man. Well,
this has been a developing strategy. This was showcased a little bit in the show matches pre-tournament and a little bit in the qualifiers, but I think most teams have labbed it out now, and they've figured out that this is a really, really good option. And now Anatov is just a sling player. He's still got the dragon ships. I'd love to see some Luchuans. I think he's throwing by not making them, but he is slinging a lot of res to his allies.
Yeah, tons of wood, all res, in fact, going over to Target there. Target now with a couple of trebuchets, working away on this castle, but now some trebuchets are firing back the other direction. So it comes down to the repairs, the snipes. What's ACCM up to?
Centurion.
ACCM's just trying to recover, really, it looks like.
He's up to no good, dude. It's a one traction treb rolling forward, trying to support his ally.
Yeah.
ACCM invested a lot onto water, and he's just in full recovery mode, like you said.
I mean, I'm a little surprised that Lucho might actually take this castle down. He might lose his own, but even just to get this forward castle down would be huge.
Target needs Farimba. He needs heavy camels as well. These Centurions are so strong. They're so powerful. 175 HP, 15 attack, lots of armor on them.
Good walls to protect the
treads. Yeah.
I mean, both castles go down, but honestly, pretty good as the defender, I think. In this situation as Lucho, just to have, like, stalled the push out a little bit, by ACCM that much more time to get re-involved in the game. Centurion's doing work here.
I mean, they've surrounded the islands, fine. But imagine how much, like, one ship on each one of these islands could do. It would be crazy. There's a reason that Wonders is able to produce military right now. It's because they have like 50 villagers on each island for free.
Yeah, just jump over to ACCM's base. You see like that dragon ship staring at the wood line that's like 2 tiles away. If that was even a galley, let alone a Luchuan, you can't take any of that wood anymore.
Good push coming in here from Turs. This will be problematic for Sebastian. He does have the bombard cannons, but he's kind of in the position where he needs to kind of carry for his team, right? He needs to beat the Vikings with the Koreans. And Siege Ram, Arbalest, Skirm's already in for Turs. Fantastic eco behind. He actually might be able to push Koreans with Vikings, which is a really tough push.
I was gonna say we normally talk about how Vikings can leave a little bit to be desired in the late game, right? It's like, okay, I've got. It's nice to have siege rams and all, but I don't really have a great power unit to necessarily like punch a hole in my opponent's defenses. But Koreans as well don't have the best options here against the Vikings. Good
Lucho.
micro on the bombard cannons. Towers going down as more towers are coming up. Lucho's entire base is getting destroyed though. On the opposite side, finally some halberdiers coming over to help out here as ACCM gets involved in the game. Is that enough to turn the tide?
Ooh, target also landed Lucho's island, dude. This is what we're talking about. Take advantage. Great raid from Target, and Lucho losing a ton of villagers over here. He's down to 89 villagers, and he's trying to produce one of the most expensive units in the Centurion. I think it's like 75, 85.
Those
like
aren't Cavalier. Those are land-based Lush ones. Target said, if you're not going to build them Anatov, I'll build them myself, and I'll send them on land. I mean, that's a huge cleanup there. I mean, if that's not a GG from Lucho, I don't know what is. He's playing monks now as his defense.
He's figured out his Centurions aren't doing much over there. The Halbs are going to hold for ACCM. He actually sends them to the other side. I think that's a pretty good decision. Like, it's really going to help Sebastian push, and they know that Sebastian is going to be the guy that needs to carry. Camels were also transported to ACCM's base as well. It's not many, but it's some, and Target might be going for another transport at some point as he clears up the halves from ACCM. Target's doing such a good job over here.
Yeah, he's doing an incredible job pushing, but I do like that pivot you talked about, sending the Centurions opposite side, having the Halberdiers defend. Even still, I just don't think the numbers are quite there, and the Gebetto are starting to get mixed in. The Gebetto are going to deal with the Halberdier so easily.
Ooh, Sebastian. Bombard cannons! Big shots coming in! Be very careful here, Turs. He's trying to snipe them, but he's going to lose like his whole army to these. Wow, what a fight for Sebastian.
Oh my god, there was just some clean targets.
Do you see the kills on units? Do you have like Capture Age Pro?
I do have Capture Age Pro. I have to, or like if I select the units.
Yeah.
Yeah,
There's
66.
82 kills.
Oh, I didn't have one of them.
Bombard cannons.
That's insane. Yeah,
That's
82 kills.
crazy.
You can't even select that many Arbalists for those of you at home who might be new to Age of Empires. You can only select 60 at a time. So that's an entire military and then some falling to bombard cannons.
Dude, I am losing my mind. Like, why are they letting these islands just exist?
Right?
Why are they allowing this? It's so easy.
I mean, Anatov, he did
To stop
finally
that.
switch on the land. He's got Cav now coming in to clean up those bombard cannons. So the 82 kills will be no longer as he swoops in underneath the castle. Siege Ram's now rolling forward. This could be the killing blow, the death knell, if you will.
Yeah, and bankrolling all of this has just been Anatov. He sent so much res this game. He's finally putting his res now into Cavalier. His eco is a wonderful balance. 77 villagers, 44 trade cogs, and 26 fishing ships for 147 eco. That's a pretty rare balance right there.
Still got that one transport ship. We also have a militia floating around the field somewhere here for Tur.
He's been there for a while. Yeah, he's a little stuck back there. He's an analog player in a digital world, dude.
That guy never finished his training arc.
He never finished primary school.
All right, well, the last stand, Centurions riding over to see if they can make something happen, but it won't be enough here. Arbalest regrouping. They're going to micro them down. The Siege Rams making quick work of all the buildings means the production just simply isn't there for Wonders anymore. I mean, a beautiful victory here for Nocturna, just playing to their game plan, you know, from the word go. I don't think they really were forced to adjust at any point.
Nope. And it's all on the back of the timing from Anatov, right? It's wild to me because they're steamrolling now. This could have been even better with just a couple extra ships. I don't want to keep hammering that point, but I feel like I need to until I see it, right? Like, this could have been over even faster than it is.
Yeah, the fact that we're in a 43-plus minute game is actually surprising to me. But there, the GG will be called here by Wonders. First victory goes to Knock.
Yeah, and they're not the favorites. They're definitely the underdogs here. I mean, Anatov, for anyone who's not familiar, he doesn't play a lot of 1v1s. His 1v1 rating only 2,100, but he is a team game genius, and he is a team game specialist, and you put him in the pocket with a civ like Chinese on a map like this, it's going to be super solid. Also, shout out to Target for that push against Lucho, and then Turs for getting his eco set up and holding off Koreans and managing to push them. Very impressive.
Very, very true.
All right, Cape of Storms. I have to make a disclaimer here because people get very upset about it. There are hills on water. Yes, they do act like normal hills, and they're supposed to symbolize waves. Now that we're over that, we can never talk about it again. Fantastic.
Oh, yeah, true. There you go. I'll show it to my chat as well, just so you guys can see. And now moving on. Game number 2, Wonders versus Knock A. Knock A surprising some, maybe, with their victory in game number 1 on Migration. And now Wonders looking to strike back in game number 2 on Cape of Storms. Taking a look at the positions, we'll start with the players on the southern side of the map. Acting as the first flanks, I guess, the water flanks, will be Sebastian in the blue, playing as the Japanese. Opposite Turs, playing in the red as the Celts. Just behind them in the pocket positions are going to be Anatov in the yellow, playing as the Georgians, up against ACCM once again in the pocket position as well, playing as the Persians in the green. And then in the northern side, on the other flank, we have Lucho playing in the light blue, if you will, as the Saracens, and teal. There you go. That was the word I was looking for. And then running in the pink, playing as the Huns. What do you make of this map? I've seen teams take 2 different approaches. I've seen all 3 players go to water, and then I've seen just 2 players go to water, and the third, the northern flank, goes directly into land. Maybe a Drush or a Man-at-Arms into Archers kind of situation. But I have seen triple water as well by teams, or rather,
it's interesting you bring it up because I've only seen triple water if the player at the top is playing Huns.
Okay.
And that's exactly what's happening here. So Huns make
water.
it a little bit easier to go for that dock and to add fish while adding eco and military at the same time. And that's the only time I've ever seen the player at the top come for water down here. This is like the 3rd or 4th time. It's interesting that you mentioned it though, because like it's always with the Huns.
Okay, always. Yeah. See, I had not drawn that distinction. I had just seen, in 1 or 2 of the previous qualifier matches, that kind of lopsidedness on the map. Now, typically, of course, that person, the second or the pocket and back flank, they're just looking to get a fishing economy out and not actually have to commit to any water military, as we have the scouts coming forward. So pretty quickly, ACCM will become aware of the fact that it is triple dock, all 3 players committing to some water here.
I'm interested to see, though, because, like, that's a great question in my chat. Why are the water flanks always infantry civs? It's because you want to mix in water and land at the same time. And I'll be interested to see whether they add that in. A lot of the times, they add the barracks and they go men-at-arms. And then they also produce water units. And Turs is adding the barracks right now. I want to see if Sebastian does the same thing. I would assume that he does. Yeah. He's a little bit later up to the feudal age.
He's committing to his walling first. And now he's going out for a second lumber camp. So that's going to delay even more the possibility of a barracks.
Yeah, he'll probably just go water. So he'll go full walls just to delay a little bit. He'll go water. And we see the team wall already being built from Lucho in the north, dude.
I was about to
He's
say,
trying to cover all the gaps.
It's
so tough to find all these gaps.
Because this is going to hurt me so much if he misses one gap somewhere. It's so much invested time here from this villager.
The thing that will benefit him, though, is that the Huns will be a little bit behind on military production because he has to invest into that dock and the fish, right? So, like, the Saracens will probably play into archers. I'm very concerned for Running's well-being. If the Saracens get a big match of archers and run in, and he's got all these little choke points to sit in the middle, if the Huns play into scouts, it could be very problematic.
Yeah. Bottom side of the map, we do have The militia coming forward here as the barracks is just about 50% of the way up here for Sebastian, so should complete before they arrive. But either way, he'll be the one defending here. But walls are up.
Oh, Rex are in German, guys. We know who wins.
Not.
It's always a funny meme, dude. It's like it's been this way forever, where people just assume whatever language it is whoever won the game.
Right.
But it usually is just like the admins will grab Rex from both sides and then just choose them randomly, or it's whoever is less lazy.
Right.
And they can actually get the wreck from in time.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you're really just learning more about the level of adulting.
Which players pay attention
player, yeah,
to
each
DMs.
player's willing
Yeah.
to do.
That's exactly it.
Do I intend to be a responsible individual? Yes.
Yeah,
Okay.
and of course it's in German, right?
Right. They're like, it's in the rules. It's in the handbook.
Yep.
Nelly
They're
would be
very
proud.
timely with their Rex submissions. Oh my god. Look at this wall. From ACCM.
They got it done. Yeah.
Lucho.
It's going to pay dividends for them as well if they don't ultimately have to invest in too much army behind these walls. And it looks like that's what they're going for. I mean, you've got just a few archers in production here from Sebastian, but even the Saracens, who we were talking about maybe being a threat, are right now just kind of playing defensively. Now, there is a hole in that wall.
Yeah,
Scouts are
but
in.
there's a spearman there, right? There's a spearman. There's a lot of archers.
Oh!
That's the problem with just playing double scout. Like, there's no way to really punch through and take advantage of that.
Yeah, both players I feel like needed to commit there.
Mm-hmm.
Right, because
Well,
running
they
went
do have the
through.
men-at-arms in the back.
Yeah.
Turs somehow got back there. So they got the men-at-arms, and they've got some scouts, maybe, but the archers are there from Lucho. And now that the walls are up, Lucho can just, like, add a market and maybe buy his way up with Saracens. I mean, Saracens can work some magic with that thing, right?
Yeah, for real. Wow, they're really committed to this team wall, though. I mean, stone all the way to the water's edge as well.
Very little investment on water so far, too. Sebastian is just now stretching forward. There's now some ships coming forward from Turs. Should be advantage Knock because they have 3 players fish booming. But if they lose their fish, it's going to be an issue, right?
Yeah, and right now, Turs is not tracking those Hulks. He did engage with them, so he knows they're there. He needs to warn Anatov before Anatov starts losing some fishing ships here. There goes
That's
one.
a really nice play from Sebastian. This is like the standard play here. You don't go to the fish of the guy on the flank. You go to the fish of the pocket and force out some difficult decision making.
Yeah, he's still in.
All right, how does Sebastian wall this? He's trying.
Oh. Okay, blacksmith wall first. 1 villager down. He's bringing 6 more villagers over to complete this wall.
This is the correct response, I think. You cannot let this stuff in. I think this is correct from him.
Yeah. I mean, that's just a generally good lesson for lower elo Age of Empires players out there. If you're going to commit to getting these walls up in a team game, then you got to keep them up. You cannot put this investment into walls and then just let the first sign of military action break through.
Don't be scared of losing 2 villagers to keep your walls complete. Ooh, nice run from Turs into the back. Taking advantage of that hill bonus. Yes, it is hills on water. Don't get mad at me. And he's taking out all the fish from ACCM. ACCM hasn't noticed this. Oh, that's brutal.
No,
that's really brutal for ACCM.
He's dealing with his scouts. He was focused on his scouts forward, thinking about contesting. And unfortunately, yeah, loses a large majority of his fish over there. Even had his own Hulk that he could have possibly defended with. But they're looking for a bit of a trap and a surround here on this land military. Oh, and picking off some reinforcements. This is a big find here from ACCM.
Yep, getting the archers. We've got 2 players playing archers, 1 player playing scouts. Castle Age on the way for both the archer players. A lot more land military for Wonders, but NOC has a bit more on water, and those Hulks have done some serious damage from Turs. ACCM's is forced to defend himself on water. That's not what he wanted to do. for sure.
No, and actually Anatov sending 3 more Hulks forward. They would have seen it, though, riding along the shoreline there, so they have a little bit of time to prepare, but Sebastian going to be playing defense.
I don't love these walls from Turs. Like, look at how far back they are. His main gold is exposed. Woodline's exposed. Like, a much better walling situation from Sebastian, who walled out from his TC.
Nah, I very much agree. In fact, he's sharing he's sharing Anatov's main gold.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Oh, yikes.
That would tilt.
And Anatov has a mule card too. He can go anywhere.
Yeah, I would be so tilted if I were in this game right now. That's too funny. All right, military coming forward, though. All 6 colors on the map at once.
Medium warships upgrade is on the way for Sebastian, so he is going to try and pressure water a little bit. I love the fact that Anatov once again sneaking along the edge of the map with his Hulks, but they've got some issues. The land military is a lot better for Wonders, and if they break through here, it's a very similar situation that Sebastian had earlier for Turs. If they break through here, they're cooked. So Turs needs to fully commit to making sure this wall stays up. And there's a hole.
He thought he was completely walled up with that market behind, but unfortunately he's not. And this is with better Castle Age timing here out of Wonders as well. Military number advantage. They're just going to walk around this tower as the crossbow upgrades come in for both flank players.
Saracen's team bonus, by the way.
Yeah.
If they need to rip a building, these crossbows can absolutely eat through buildings.
Got Bodkin already completed for one, on the way for the other. Are we going to have fast ballistics for either player? Because that would be insane. I don't see universities up. That's probably strapped for resources right now.
This is a really good position for Wonders. This clears all of their land eco from pressure. Right? Like, the longer they stay back here, the better for them. Even if they don't get any damage. They can just add TCs behind. They have no idle time whatsoever. They're also, you know, raiding the fish now. ACCM coming in with his Hulks, looking for the fish from Anatov. And Nock wants to clear this up immediately.
Yeah, they're looking to jump. And jump they will. Light Cav are trying to find the best position here around these crossbows. Crossbows making a run towards the wood line. A great fight for both teams, honestly. It's impressive to see. Lots of Light Cav numbers, though. Is going to be enough to overwhelm these crossbows in the end. But can we thin out the numbers? That's the question.
Yeah, can you buy yourself some time too, right? Like,
yeah, for
TCs
TCs
got to build
go
up
up
another
at home.
army behind. Yeah, and get the extra TCs. ACCM tossing down a Viper TC. Like, why is that thing not completed yet? He has one villager building it.
It's the most efficient TC
She's all
ever.
alone.
Wow, look at that TC placement from Sebastian. That to me feels risky when you just lost a bunch of your military forward. Like, of course there's a chance your opponents never see it, but
it might be so risky that it's good.
Right. Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, you might be like mind gaming at that point. Like, you get yourself a gold. It's just far enough away from the water that the Hulks are going to see it, and the army is never going to go down there.
Yeah, but like, look at that siege
Nock.
workshop that was also just placed, right? Like, yeah. So imagine, like, if you just have the wrong timing here, but I guess it is far enough south, they're just gonna go right past it with the siege workshop, so it'll work out in the end.
Damn. ACCM and Sebastian neutralizing the fish from Nock. So the eco lead is now in favor of Wonders. They've done a really, really nice job this game.
Yeah, completely stabilized and then some.
Oh, does he see the TC?
Oh. No
so
way.
bad it's good, dude.
It's so
bad
it's
good.
Was that like one tile?
Yep.
Yeah, that's crazy. All right, well, they're aware of the siege workshop, so they know the pressure's coming. I don't see a siege workshop behind yet, though. So they're planning to just defend with, like, night snipes.
It's also very interesting to me that Running has played into knights here. I know he had the fish earlier.
Yeah.
But he might want to make a transition into cav archers, because double knight player with one crossbow player doesn't feel the greatest.
No, I agree. Especially if you can't actually break into the base, right? Like, you're fighting into choke points with knights, never feels good. If you can actually open up a hole into the base, and then maybe one of those Knight players, you know, goes for the raids while the other plays defense on the siege. That's more reasonable to me. But I also agree. I'd like to see the Cav Archers come in. Right now, it just feels like Wonders is going to turtle up, right? We see more town centers being dropped in the back there by Lucho. Tower coming up. Great rewall.
Sebastian, again, sacrificing a Vil, but keeps the wall up, and his team is in a much better position for it. Be very careful, Lucho. He is, like, stack patrolling into those mangonels.
Playing with fire.
He's young, dude. I've met him. He's like a little kid.
He's got hands.
He doesn't. He hasn't experienced enough misery in life.
That's what it is. He's not
jaded.
I mean? Yeah. Is this one tower enough? I mean, the choke point's probably enough. I guess he upgrades its guard tower, and that'll have a lot more potency. Okay.
You just got to prevent the Knights from just bombing in, and I think with the crossbows here, ballistics on both, it's fine. Lucho is being so aggressive
Playing with fire,
and
man.
here come the Knights. Here come the Knights, and they've covered the choke point. They got to kill those mangonels, though. Got to kill those mangonels. Great body blocks from ACCM.
As well, though, so the mangonels can get in. I know they're trying to protect them, but at the same time, those mangonels are not actually a threat to the crossbows behind. Knights, though, doing good work. And now, look at that. Anatov says, okay, I'm going to dive in. I'm going to go for the raids. You can look for the fight against the crossbows. The eco starting to fall to pieces here for ACCM.
Yeah, but look at the military numbers. Like, this dive costs a lot, right? I also can't believe, apparently they had a pause at that very pivotal moment.
I suppose, yeah.
I saw the chat logs. It's just like, bro, if someone pauses when, like, I'm trying to push into a base or I'm trying to hold a base, I'm pissed. I'm, like, really mad. Knights coming back on Sebastian's base now. I think this is fine for Wonders. Like, clearing up all those numbers was just amazing. They didn't lose that many villagers yet, although Sebastian's at risk of that. And Lucho losing a bunch of crossbows.
Sebastian needs to realize this. Now he's going for the garrison on the villagers, but not before a good 15 plus go down in that moment.
All right, so some moments here where NOC kills some vills. They get ahead in the eco count.
Yeah, but
what they got to be careful of is this pushback because it's coming.
Yeah. It's the seesaw of it all, right? I mean, they just had their opportunity to come forward with the siege workshop for a counterpunch, but now Wonders has to do the same thing. Over twice the military count in total. Still trying to get these last couple groups of Knights cleaned up, and actually Running got in with just another group of 4 again.
When does Running make the switch to Cav? Does he ever? I mean, he's got a good farm eco now. He's got 37 farms. Maybe it just stays on Knights.
Yeah, maybe, but well, he's dropping to University now, because I was going to say, well, I don't mind him maybe cutting Knight production, go to Imp and transition, right? And move on to move on to Wood and Gold units away from the food units.
He needs to get into a castle if he's going to go up to Imp as well. He needs to get on Stone at some point. The Stone is actually, like, pretty far away from the bases. There's no starting stone in your base. You got to extend outwards to the north or to the sides.
Still minor action on water, but at this point, feels like they've largely forgotten about it.
Look at the military numbers, dude. 3 times. More than 3 times the military. And it's all coming back this way. And Nocturna knew this was going to happen when they went for that play. Like, that was a risk to clear up the eco. And now Terz's base is looking...
He's going for tower defense on that, on that gold that we talked about being exposed earlier.
Ooh, the mangonel from behind, Sebastian! Oh, God! Oh.
I got there just too late, but I see the bodies. I see the bodies. Double tower even at this point. No, we don't have the military there to support getting this tower up right now. Full permission to dive here from Wonders.
You can kill that tower if you're Wonders as well. They've got Saracens.
That's true.
They just nuke it completely.
Oh, no. The panic as well ensues here. Half a tower built. Now houses being deleted. Villagers on the run to safety underneath the TC. I mean, at this point, like you say, you can just run the crossbows under the TC.
You can just hit the TC and
exactly.
kill it. Like Oh my goodness. Tourist is down to 48 villagers. None of these walls are going to stop them with the Saracens team bonus. They will just eat these buildings for lunch. And I'm just stunned. I'm stunned that Nocturna would push in there, full well knowing all that army would come back, and there was no like stone wall layer or anything from tourists to try and stop it. They needed to set up something to stop this pushback because they knew it was coming.
Yeah, a castle, a tower line, better stone walls.
Something.
Anything.
Yeah.
But this is Wonders' game to take here. They're just looking to close it out. Imperial Age now being reached by a number of our players, and it will be Nock who gets there first. But how many upgrades can they truly support here? Running still stuck on Cav. The eco just isn't even there to support it.
No, I mean, he was hoping that Turs would still have a crossbow army, that Anatov would be there to fight with them. Anatov is now getting Cavalier as well. But this link-up play from Wonders, 60 crossbows from Lucho, 61 crossbows from Sebastian. Oh boy, if they nuke that blacksmith too, the armor gets denied from Anatov. I don't think they're thinking about that.
Well, if there
the
was
Cavalier are coming in, and this is a horrible position for running to try and fight.
Exactly. I mean, you're fighting in just a whole bunch of choke points, if nothing else. But they feel like this is their only chance when they have the timing of Cavalier coming in. But look, I mean, look at Anatov's Cavs still have not connected with a single unit.
Too many trees. There's too many trees.
Into the fight. Everyone else is dead by the time those Cavalier got involved.
They do get involved though, and they do have the final armor upgrade, and they will clean it up.
Big military cleanup, but behind that, the massing continues. I mean, that's just all that just to equalize military numbers, by the way.
Fun game.
Very fun
Running
game.
raiding in the top. Imperial Age on the way for Lucho now. Looks like Turs is expanding out that way too. They want to take the stones. They want to take the golds. For me right now, it was a great clear up from Anatov and running, but the problem for NOC is that their range player is so far behind. Usually you want your range player in him first, right? Want the bracer upgrade, arbalist, everything like that.
Yeah. If you recall, like, 2v2 tournaments of old, like the, Yo Licks duo, it's always just get your archer player to arbalist as quickly as possible, support them with, a massive 60 Castle Age Knights, but that range is what gives you, the actual control over the game.
They might need running to sling now that he's in it. Just sling Turs up. I mean, he's got so many res. No, he's getting Paladin. Okay, I was wondering why he was banking the res. Paladin's good as well. I mean, sling or Paladin, either one is fine.
Yeah, I mean, it's not bad, but again, if you're playing Paladin, but you're playing it defensively, I feel that never feels good, right? Like,
they'll need to find a way in.
Yeah. We got knights
There is
coming
only
forward.
if he goes up to Lucho's side though, there's only a palisade gate and only a house wall and maybe some overchops.
I was gonna say,
where he can get inside.
18 wood on that tree there. That's gonna be an overchop in a moment. So if he's lucky enough to find that or think about it, we do have knights coming up who are gonna catch this TC and the villagers all moving out here in the north. That's gonna be a good find from ACCM if he's paying attention. Meanwhile, there's a big battle. It looks like here on the south as well. More of Tur's TCs under fire. Arbalest just taking down TCs at this point. Siege units, by the way.
I mean, with the Saracens team bonus, he doesn't even need to add in siege, right? He just keeps coming along and he just destroys the buildings.
No, don't try and defend that tower. No, Turs.
Not going to work out. He's trying to hold for as long as he can. He's still only at 60 villagers. Big fight coming.
Paladin.
Another big fight, but
Paladin.
heavy camel is here.
Paladin just came in. You got to make use of that timing. He's going to go for the fight into the counter unit. We've got halberders here as well.
Look at this from Sebastian. Do you see that? He's making a choke point for his arbs to sit in with the houses. That's such a heads-up play from him. So he doesn't get surrounded. Oh my god, what a play from Sebastian.
The dude is designing a fun house in the middle of an Age of Empires game. What is going on? Oh, that's impressive.
There is micro and there is strategy, and there are times when both of those things blend together and combine. And I think this was one of those moments. Great play from Sebastian.
Yeah, that was beautiful. It's still gonna get cleaned up in the end, but a fight that should have gone overwhelmingly in favor of Noc goes only slightly in favor of Noc. They don't seem to have the military left after that battle to kind of like punch through and actually deal some damage. Still in cleanup mode.
Shout out to Anatov, though, for making that switch into Halb so early. Like, while he was making Cavalier. And that really helped them push those heavy camels from ACCM away.
Yeah, that can be a hard thing to do in a team game, too, when you feel obligated to make the power unit, especially in the pocket position. You're like, well, the only reason I'm here is to make Paladin, right, or to make Cav. So it can be hard to give yourself permission to make a trash unit in a team game, which...
Oh, boy.
Oh,
Lucho's going to crush in the north.
Yeah.
Lucho is going to absolutely destroy in the north.
Got 64 Arbalest up there. Saracen Arbalest dropping a castle. Give himself a launching point for an attack now. Opposite side of the map, though, that push and pull continues. Anatov grabbing a little bit of space with a castle of his own.
He's played really well. I mean, he obviously played really well last game. But this game as well, he's done very well in support. Even making a transport ship. Interesting. I don't know what that would be for, but hey.
That is interesting. I mean, trade coming up now for Wonders, by the way. They're thinking about it, dropping markets and looking to control the top side of the map for that.
Ooh, bad fight for running here. Against the Arbalest, the castle, all the Halbs are gone. The camels are eating too and running. Down to 25 Paladin. He's still got some in the queue, but I mean, I don't think Lucho lost more than 5 Arbalests in that engagement. And he's going to be able to push Running's side. And Saracens against Huns long-term is not a good Civ matchup. Running's villagers in the north also being found.
I was going to say, I think the big issue is going to be the lack of gold here soon. He's running the villas to the corner. That's one of the final gold mines he had available to him. And since they're being cut off of kind of the more acceptable trade path being in the north, that's going to be the issue for Noc in the end. Going for the stone here.
Have you noticed that Wonders has not made a single siege unit? They're just counting on the Saracen like archer bonus to take out all the buildings.
Yeah.
They haven't made a single Treb. Not a single bombard cannon. Not a single Droman or cannon galleon or anything.
Yeah, bring back obsidian arrows. I want more of this.
Great play, though, from Lucho in the north. Scorpion's now coming out from Anatov. He's trying to tech into so many different units to help his team. But at the end of the day, Turs still isn't really involved.
No, he's still castle edge, right? Just now getting wheelbarrow, by the way, 45 minutes into the game. And not so much criticism of him, more just an explanation as to the craziness, you know, of the game up to this point. But they're losing on both sides now, right? Initially, there was kind of that, you know, that push and pull every time Wonders would shift their pressure to the top side of the map. At least Noc could get something on the south side, but this time around they're getting pushed in 2 directions at once. GG is called. Things are all tied up.
I'm still questioning, like, I understand the thought process behind pushing in the way they did with the Knights. They got a lot of damage, but not, like, being surprised when it comes back. It's a little bit irresponsible from Turs to not do more on that side of the map.
No, 100%. And I think it's twofold, right? The first issue is it comes back to their like more conservative initial walling, right? That was one major difference between the two teams, is that you even put that forward gold in a position with your walling that it could be contested later. But then for you to not follow up on that once you finally had some map control and say, maybe we should extend our walls, extend our tower line or something before we dive in, could have been the crucial step to keeping them alive.
So basically, I think with the introduction of the Hulk, Celts have become a very, very strong water option because people realize how powerful their wood bonus could be. Right? And the games usually end before the fact that they don't have Bracer comes into play in the late game.
Gotcha.
So on a hybrid map like that where you can play infantry and water, Celts are super strong. And even if you're forced to play into crossbow, like most of the time you're taking that winning position in Castle Age before, again, the fact that you don't have Bracer comes into play. So they're very, very popular nowadays.
Right. Okay. Very cool. Very cool. Good to see some of the older civs still finding a way to be viable in the face of all the new monsters that have been created in this game.
All right, so Desert Arena. We got some foxes in here. We got some Arabian. It's Arabia Arena. We got Arabian wolves in here.
That's true.
And we have Nocturnas. I'm assuming this is their home map. Let me double check. Yes, it is indeed. We have Portuguese, Armenians, Britons versus Malay, Bengalis, and Slavs.
Yeah, Malay, Bengalis, and Slavs. Okay, how about these matchups? I mean, Malay, timings, right? That's going to be the word that we repeat for them.
And Nikov.
And
I didn't see Nikov's in. Hey,
oh,
let's go.
Playing the Malay. Okay. Yeah, Nikov on the Malay. Slotting in. Can't forget your eco upgrades when you're playing the Malay with the timings.
Yeah, I think I think Britons should be better in the late game, right? Like Britons are a late game powerhouse for sure. Very difficult to stop. But Malay, like you said, can find those disgusting timings and should have a better eco than the Britons as well. So see what Target wants to do. There was another arena game. I can't remember who was playing, but someone went Britain longbows, like Fast Castle Britain longbows, and they absolutely did nothing. And it looked like a terrible decision. So if Target's trying to do that,
Castle Age longbows kind of suck. They just
a little bit, yeah.
They kind of are horrible. Just because they take too long to mass, right? You're playing an archer unit, so you need to have a mass of them for them to be effective. But also, they're pretty inaccurate as well. Even once you have ballistics, so they're actually pretty easy to just walk around, oh, I'm just not going to interact with you, and
they're also as frail. They're like a tissue paper, dude. They got like 35 HP. It's just,
yeah. So it
feels a little underwhelming.
I would be more concerned with defending against fast castle aggression from Malay. Right, like a castle coming forward, drop between that stone and that gold right outside our walls, like oof. And threatening.
Is Sneakup gonna tower rush?
Ooh.
He's sending 4 villagers forward. He's going for a barracks.
With a barracks, yeah.
And he's going up super early here. I think he'll take the foxes.
Hold on, both players are.
And then potentially...
Both players are. Both flanks. Sneakov is as well.
Wow.
What?
Oh, wow. A double tower rush from Wonders.
And actually, is Sneakov... Oh, he's going for the fox first. I was wondering if he was going to go to the pocket. It kind of looked like he was maybe going to go straight to Anatov, but he is, I think, coming.
Imagine we look and see ACCM with villagers coming across, dude. That would be so good.
I wouldn't put it past him. He's just bringing a scout forward. Archery range now being built over here for Sebastian. Archery range on the other side. So full feudal age aggression on both sides of the map here. I love this.
I like the fact that they're taking advantage of the foxes too. The foxes help these pushes so much. Like look at the gold that they have in the bank that they otherwise wouldn't. They'll be able to get their technologies in. They'll be able to produce archers and tower rush for both. Anatov's gonna have to defend against this. Turs is gonna have to, Target's gonna have to defend against this. And they were both going fast castles, so
yeah. And
better get Loom once you get up to feudal age.
Most definitely. Target, I think, has an easier time defending just by virtue of where the tower rush started, right? He already got the secondary layer of walls up, and he can do it off of a corner. Like, it's going to be much more difficult or more costly for Anatov to protect his base against this tower rush.
Anatov is on stone, though, so he was maybe thinking about organ guns. He could go into extra towers if he wanted to. He does get to feudal age. He does have Loom in the queue. And that is a terrible spot for Sebastian to attack. I think this shows inexperience from Sebastian on arena tower rushes, attacking the gate. Like, why on earth is he attacking the gate, bro? Go for the wall.
Yeah.
What are we doing?
That's 100%. There's more surface area here to hit is like the logic being used there. But to your point, twofold. One, gate is stronger, so even hitting it with more units. But then two, you just played into the pocket of walling that Anatov could put a market behind those two houses and do it safely.
Dude, hit me up in 2038 when you're done with that gate. Look at it on the other side. Nikov is already through a stone wall.
Yeah.
He's going through a layer of palisade wall as well. Like, I don't recall the last time I saw Sebastian tower rush on Arena. They might have told him to do it. He's like, okay, I'll try.
Yeah, he doesn't strike me so much as the tower rushing type anyway.
No.
Now working away on the house. Stonewall's coming up behind that. Castle Age on the way here for Anatov. So Anatov is sitting relatively pretty. On the other side, though, Target struggling a bit more. He did get the Castle Age click, but he's rapidly losing space. He has no access to stone whatsoever. So he's going to have to be playing a Siege Workshop defense.
And it's a nice little stone wall from Anatov behind. He knew which way this push was going to go. Sebastian's still pushing in. He does have Bengalis, so he did kind of neutralize the fact that he has 4 villagers forward by the 2 extra he got, but it's still going to hurt his eco quite a bit. And Anatov's going to get up to the castle age and just drop a castle right on this push.
Right.
And it'll be dead.
Yeah, just drop it right in front of the TC near the gold. Pushes all of this away. I mean, I guess here would be my concern, though. I protect my base, but in doing so, I kind of just encourage my opponents to send all of their military over to target.
But I mean, at the end of the day, it's just going to be like feudal towers, right?
That's true. I mean, I'm just thinking, yeah, these archers show up. I mean, target might die, but at least 2 of you will be in castle. Actually, I take that all back. Running's already got castle on the way, monastery. He'll be able to send whatever he needs to over in support. Because ACCM also committed to military, by the way. He's got scouts on the field.
Yeah, he's going for the relic control, I think. So they're going to hold pressure forward, and they're going to try and snag those, potentially. This is a terrible feeling for Sebastian, seeing that castle go up. You're like, okay. Sorry, boss. Couldn't get it done.
3 TCs on the opposite side, plus Siege Workshop. Mangonel on the way here. So that means very likely Nikov's push has gone as far as it's going to go.
I don't really understand the composite bowman play from running. I don't know what that gets him. Like, you're the pocket player. Shouldn't you be taking advantage of that?
I mean, this
I don't understand.
Just puts a. Why are we even playing Armenians in the pocket position?
Well,
that just feels like an odd
see what he
choice.
can cook up, right?
Yeah.
Maybe the plan was like Anatov gets that castle forward somehow with a really fast uptime from Portuguese, and Sebastian kind of neutralized that with the tower rush, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then the composite bowman can go in. But I mean, he had more than enough time to adapt. I don't know. Running is a far better arena player than I am. He's played thousands of games on arena. He's an arena specialist. He is a clown. He is a clown. So we'll see what he can cook.
Yeah. No, that's a fair point. And you've seen my arena play firsthand when Bullet and I played that one warm-up game, and I got cumin feudal ram rushed.
I've seen more than I need to, dude. I've seen everything that I need to know.
Okay, we got light cab in the back of Target's base, so that's just going to be a little bit annoying to deal with as he tries to expand his economy a bit. But the composite bowmen are going to come over to help deal with that, playing cleanup duty.
Yeah, that'll be nice. 3 TCs as well for Target, and finally both the flanks are up for Wonders. My concern right now for NOC, they're ahead on the flank positions. It's just the fact that ACCM is actually playing into like a proper boom with the Slavs. And he's already grabbing the relics as well. So he should have a really strong eco.
Yeah. It just continues to call into question Running's approach here, right? Where it's just like, okay, from pocket position, maybe they just over-evaluated the pressure that was, you're right? Like they felt they needed military presence, but it turns out they did not. Mangonels for Target.
What rhymes with blimp?
Limp.
Imp.
Imp.
For Anatov.
Oh my goodness.
It's on the way.
It
Yeah.
is.
Is this like
Double monastery?
This would be so funny if it was like fast imp Fatoria monk push.
I love that, man.
He's still taking stone.
He
He's
is
still taking stone.
And what's he at here, stone-wise? Oh, he's only at 77. Yeah, so could be Faetoria. And just roll forward with Trebs, Monks, and Organ Guns.
Good mass up here from Target. 3 Mangonels is enough to take out these towers. Guard tower is on the way from Nikov, but it might be a little bit too late. Nikov now running away. He has forced Target to invest, but Nikov's resources not looking fantastic right now. I mean, eco expansion for him is going to be a little bit tough.
Yeah. Does snipe one of the Mangonels. Working on another one with these guard towers, so he's not going to lose the entire forward position, it looks like. And does still control the stone, which might be the most
he gets
crucial
another
part.
one.
He does get a second one.
Yeah, controlling the stone is brutal for Target. I mean, if the Britons want to do anything, they're going to have to get that castle up.
Yeah.
Very, very tough. Let's see what Anatov goes for. He's got stone. I was wondering why he's on stone. I think it might be one Faetoria.
All right, 20 seconds till he's an imp, and we get our answer there. I'm still running. Needs to do something. Do something. He's putting houses down. Like, drop another town center, sir. You've got... But he's building up stone for another castle. He's got 540 stone in the bank with 400 wood, so he clearly doesn't want to drop a TC.
Imp is in for Anatov. And he sells his stone, so it's just pure monk Treb.
Okay.
Cool.
That works too.
See how many relics ACCM has. He's got 5, running as 3. With one
more
remaining on the field.
All right, siege
ACCM's
on the field here for Nikov. So it's going to be a bunch of mango micro between these two.
Why is running going for another defensive cap?
I don't
What
know.
is the point?
I do not get it. He's nuking his economy right now. He's absolutely nuking his... He's got 600 wood in the bank. If you're not going to drop TCs,
you
drop
know
farms.
what, though? It might be... Remember our discussion about the TC?
Mm-hmm.
So bad it's good.
Okay, okay. I'm listening.
It might be so bad that when Anatov breaks into Sebastian's base, it becomes good. The problem is that ACCM is going to absolutely be able to spam, and Target might just die.
Yeah.
Target might die like a dog.
Also, look at Sebastian's base. He is so scared.
Well, I mean, rightfully so. His opponent's an imp.
Yeah, it's just the triple stone walls already here.
I think fortified wall is a good investment from him. I would love to see that come in.
Yeah, no, most definitely. If you're going to commit to the walls, then I say take it a step further, get the upgrade for sure.
So Target, kind of living up to his name. The other team definitely targeting him over here on the left. And his teammates... they couldn't care less about what's happening over here. They're busy.
Wait, this castle.
Yeah.
Uh-oh. Mangoes?
This Mangonel.
There's 4 Mangonels here for Nikov. One gets sniped.
Nice
the
shot.
Second one gets sniped by the TC. Looking for a hit on these villagers. Good micro away. Does lose 1 target, but he's going to get the castle up in the end.
This is such a bad feeling. If you're Anatov and running, you get to Sebastian's base, and what do you see? 17,000 layers of stone wall with fortified wall coming in 20 seconds. And now you got to push the guy who's been fully booming back here. Difficult times, for sure. Although, you know, composite bowmen can shred these light cav.
That's true. Ignore the armor. As long as you have a good enough mass, then you should be able to execute them on their way in. But the numbers are looking pretty solid here for ACCM. He's up to 100 villagers, 15 light cav on the field, second armor
Target's
upgrade.
on the way to imp.
That's true.
Target's on the way to imp, baby. He's got a castle. He took the stone from running in the center.
Yeah.
He's going up, and he should be able to push Nikov back over there. It's been a good push from Nikov. Running, be careful, running!
Okay. Honestly,
what a fight.
Second Mangonel shot luckily hit the light cav for him instead of his own composite bowman.
Oh, another Mangonel!
Oh! Good dodge. Good dodge. Pretty solid micro there to keep everything alive. All 4 trebuchets alive too. And now the production buildings that ACCM invested into, they're all about to go down.
This strategy, I don't want to say it's working, but it's making life very difficult for ACCM.
I'm amazed.
The push here is going to be very, very strong, but the problem is going to be Sebastian coming in from the side, right? They've left him alone.
True.
They bypassed him completely.
I was going to say, because I've been sitting here for the last 15 minutes feeling pretty... Oh, massive mangonel shot on the Bowman! And the monks. It does
This thing's stuck.
All the traps are still alive. They do kind of suck. All the traps are still alive, so the push will stay strong here for Noc. But I've been thinking for the last 10 plus minutes that Noc was just dead in this game, but they are showing some pretty impressive signs of life here.
Well, I mean, remember, Nikov and Sebastian kind of nuked themselves going for the tower pushes, right?
True.
So the eco was ahead for the flanks. And making military, even if it's subpar and even if the boom should be favored, isn't necessarily a terrible, terrible thing for running. I hate the fact that he went for the castle, 2 of them defensively, but I mean, you can see the openings it's kind of creating here against ACCM.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, what do the crossbow numbers look like here for Sebastian? He's up to 26 with 10 in the queue. So looking pretty good there. And he's...
God, what a game from Nico. Look at this. He's still holding him in.
Yeah. 5 mangonels forward. Just being an absolute nuisance. Keeping the Britain player pinned in. Did manage to take down one of those TCs underneath the castle, which is impressive to say the least. And looking at their villager counts, I mean, he's 20 villas ahead.
If the Britons get massed up, it's going to be a problem for Nikov. Nikov still has those 5 mangonels just kind of rolling around, holding the position. Imperial Age 12 seconds away from him. Oh man, the monk micro from Anatov is really good. Every single army that comes near him just instantly targeted.
I'm so impressed by top level monk micro time and time again. Even challenging Arbalest with monks is crazy, but he's going for it. How many conversions come through? Few monks go down.
None.
That is costly overall, and only 1 conversion so far. Yeah. Ooh, this is actually disaster.
Still holding the line too against the Trebs, and now the composite bowmen don't really have monk support. It's very difficult over there. I think it's going to have to be Target that pushes back Nikov, but that's going to be tough as well.
Yeah, Nikov going for a forward castle position. That's actually a little surprising to me just because you know that your opponent's already got Trebs on the field and you won't be able to start.
He's just trying to delay.
Yeah.
Right?
Just buy time
He's
for
also got the
ACCM.
mangonels to deal with those Trebs if they roll too far forward. Faith comes in from Sebastian. That is an expensive technology.
What is, forgive me, what does Faith do?
50% conversion resistance.
Ah.
Devotion is
It's
like 15.
ultra devotion.
It's like, yeah, having Teutons on crack.
Okay. Sounds good. Hey, Hussar coming in. Looking to do a little bit of a cleanup here alongside the Arbalest. And I think it will be just enough of a military presence here. You can see the stream of Hussar coming forward now from ACCM. Finally feeling unlocked with the economy. And the GG is quickly called here for Noc, realizing they're going to get overwhelmed and push back.
I really want to hear Running's perspective on why he went for this strategy. I think both of the flanks were fine against the tower rush, right? Like, why Armenians in the pocket? Why go for composite bowmen? I'm sure there's a reason, right? And I'm sure they've tested it out. I don't want to just say that it's not good right away, but
right. Yeah,
it seems like a bit of a waste of a position.
They're not picking that sieve with no intention, for it. But I've got a string of questions starting from number 1, why are we taking Armenians in the pocket position on Arena to begin with? And then, okay, fine, if you had a strategy for it, but that strategy went out the window with the double tower forward, and you wanted to pivot into helping your teammates, I get that. Logic too. But then it seemed like the third follow-up never happened where Anatov at some point needs to say, actually, I'm fine. Like, he completely walled it out. He knew he was getting to the castle and the castle would go up. He was not going to need any help. And then on the flip side, felt like Target at some point also knew once his palisade walls are up that he would be safe. So at some point they needed to tell Running, actually, we're good. Either boom or bring your castle forward to like actually flip the script on the opponents.
And the biggest thing I noticed here, Dash,
What's up?
ACCM has been subbed out for Lucho. So they're keeping Nikov. They're keeping Lucho. They've got Sebastian as well. And I mean, sure, right? Like Arabia is kind of Lucho's bread and butter. Nikov has played many pocket games on Arabia. He might be at the same level as ACCM in this situation, and then I don't think you're ever subbing out Sebastian for anything.
No.
In like these high leverage situations. He's such a good player.
I agree. But again, this goes back to the opening conversation we have. I just think it's so cool we're in an era of Age of Empires where we can look at top teams and they're making substitutions and it doesn't feel like the power level of the team is changing, right? Like you're not saying, oh, they're bringing this guy in and okay, the expectation is they'll perform a little worse. It's no. This is still a top tier team. Maybe they're bringing him in because of his play on the matchup specific or on the map or the matchup specifically, or because they have a specific strategy in mind. And I think that's just the coolest thing ever. But 4th of 4 games in our play all 4, and it's Knock A looking to even things up at 2-2. Wonders, they want to end things in 3-1 fashion. Let's take a look at the civs real quick and the matchups. We'll start in the southern portion of the map where we have running in the pink here for Knock playing as the Way. He's going to be up against Sebastian in the blue playing as the Maya. The pocket positions behind them is going to be Anatov in the yellow playing as the Poles over against Nikov sporting the green and the Franks. Closing it out with the final 2 pocket positions next to Nikov is Lucho in the teal. He's going to be playing as the Ethiopians up against Turs, piloting the Shu in the red. Anything in particular jump out to you in terms of the matchup? Seems pretty stock standard to me in terms of archer civs on the flanks and solid knight civs behind them.
I think it's a bit of a better civ selection for Wonders. Lucho did lame, by the way. He did take the boar from Turs before Turs even saw it, I think.
Okay.
So Turs might not have seen that boar leave. His uptime is going to be a little delayed. He is playing a Shu, which is great. They bring in some wood or some food from wood chopping, but he will be behind Lucho. I think Sebastian also potentially wanted to lame because I saw his eagle forward really early, but he couldn't find the opportunity.
Yeah, he's going for some goat Ibeck pushes. Now, question, do you see these 2 sheep, like individual sheep over by Turs that have not been picked up? He's going to go grab one now. But then he's got another one like behind
He's
the
got
wood
another
line.
one over there. He might have just been distracted.
Okay.
He might have actually seen the boar. Yeah, that does hurt though. Like it's a good thing that he's Shu, but he had to delay his uptime by at least a villager, and doing that on high level Arabia in the 3v3 is really brutal. Like really brutal because then you're going to be defensive for the entire first portion of the game until you take a good fight. And trying to take a good archer battle against Lucho is that's not easy.
Yo, how about this walling by running already? Wall on the back side of the base first. With the palisades. Obviously, he's going to put production buildings out in the front, so it's logical, but very, very early walling for him. But a pretty safe map to wall, I'd say.
Yeah, I mean, pocket position, right? Or no, I guess he's flanked. Why is he walling the... That's a good point. I was like, I thought running was in the pocket with Way for a second, then I was like, what's Dash talking about? But it makes sense. Yeah, he's on the flank. That's strange. Maybe he just had a villager out there anyway.
Yeah.
They're going to have to play defensive regardless because of the lame and just because of their civs in general. Like, these are 3 of the best Arabia civs for Wonders. They definitely have the more standard civ picks. And, like, Mayans on the flank, Ethiopians on the flank, and then Franks in the center. Like, whew. You're going to have to take advantage of your eco bonuses with the poles and the Shu in the way.
Wow, okay. So running continues to surprise me. He's going to go scouts.
Oh.
Opposite the double archery range of the Mayan
scout?
player.
So they are, I mean, respect. They're trying something different, right? They know that if they just do the same thing, the other team is probably a little bit higher level than they are. And in general, you don't want to just match strategy with someone who can out-execute you.
Right.
So they're going to try something that we don't see very often on Arabia. Double scout play. Interesting.
Well, we'll see where those scouts go initially. It looks like they're going over to Lucho. At least Anatov is sending his extra scouts over to Lucho to kick things off.
Sebastian sees that and he's like, huh?
Right?
It's probably like stable.
Yep,
He's probably
Spearman.
yelling in the
Spearman in the queue.
in the chat.
Immediate Spearman
Also,
in the queue.
Communication might be better for Sebastian and Lucho. Now I'm thinking about it. They're all speaking Spanish.
Ah.
So second
Communication is
language.
key. Okay, so from one crazy wall to another crazy wall. You seeing this Nikov wall?
That's not a wall, bro. That's a pickle.
It's a
It is. It's green too. That's a pickle, dude. You can't convince me otherwise. That is a pickle.
yeah, you're right. That is a fully grown pickle right there. It's crescent shaped and everything. It's got a good girth to it. Oh my god. All right. Well, defense being played over in Lucho's base with the scouts behind the archers. Up to 5 now in terms of the scout numbers there for Nikov. We do see a group of scouts here for running. Looking for a hole, and they might get there just in time before Nikov gets this final bit of walling up. He does get in. It's 3 scouts.
Nikov's gonna be so mad. He's gonna be so mad, dude. Nikov's gonna tilt off the face of the earth because of that.
Dude.
He will only lose one
the
villager.
mill.
He doesn't even lose one.
Wow.
It's still annoying,
But
though.
still, to
Very,
invest
very
in a
annoying.
pickle and then to be caught in a pickle is just,
Yeah.
that's not, you don't want the pickle flipped on you.
Running, potentially losing villagers. No, he saves it. I think the thought process with the way into scouts is like you get your eco upgrades, you wall yourself off early. The scouts are just to hold off the army initially while you get those extra villagers, right? So he's already up to 31 villagers. Like his eco is looking okay. But saying that, I mean, Sebastian's at 31 as well.
Yeah, looking clean. I wonder, is that just idle time then, I would assume?
Maybe Town Watch. Idle time and Town Watch, maybe? No, he doesn't have Town Watch. I don't know. I have no idea.
Yeah, there's actually only 10 seconds in idle time, too, between them, so that's kind of crazy. But just good on Sebastian. Sebastian as well, looping around since his direct opponent is fully walled. He's going to bring those archers just to scope out the flank position. Anatov getting his walls up just in time, though. So he's not going to take... Oh, never mind, there's a hole. Never mind, there's a hole. Archers are in.
Oh, boy.
And the scouts and the other archers are here. If he just protects this hole, they're into Anatov's base, no problem.
I mean, it'd almost be faster for them to just break through the palisade there, right?
Oh, Anatov's in like full panic mode too. You can see he's sending now the villagers out.
No, he's
to get
got the
house.
scouts. He's got the scouts going back. He's gonna clear up that army, so the hole actually works out in his favor. Because I think he can clear that army from Sebastian isolated
Yep.
from everyone else. It's weird how that works, eh?
Yeah, I mean, Sebastian just got a little ahead of himself, right? He gets in there. He could have maybe defended the hole and waited just long enough for his teammates to arrive. Or maybe he needed to come over to the part of the palisade walls that you were talking about and just stand there and help them break through. Either way, he loses 4 archers, 1 spearman. His teammates will get out of dodge. They've now made their entire trip over, though, to Running's base. Running going to try and rush up some walls here.
Running needs to delay for 3 minutes because he's thinking about going up to Castle H. So you can see him going for the stone walls behind. And it double scout. Only 1 player playing archers. Like, it's going to be really tough to take out this army, but they're sending everything over there. It's a full collapse over here from NOC. Running needs to join the party with his 5 scouts. And then they got to wait for the upgrades to come in from Anatov before they can try and save Running.
Yeah, it's still
Over
going to
the
be
south
tough,
here.
though. It's 20 archers between Lucho and Sebastian here to just the 13 that are chasing right now by Turs. Obviously, scout numbers, if they can get together, should be superior here for the side of Nock. And we have Running now looping his scouts around here, looking for that pincer move.
Wonder what Running wants to play into. Like, normally the play is Sean Bay with the way, but he could play into Haiguang as well with this eco. Like, he's got a lot of farms. He's on stone. Oh, he's going Tiger Cav.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Okay. And they've kept him safe, too. Running is going Tiger Cav, and he has not lost a single villager yet. This is a success for Nocturna for this strategy. The fact they haven't been punished yet is crazy.
What's insane is they're actually winning in the overall KD as a team somehow.
I mean, 8-3, baby.
Yeah, I mean, it's just a lot of jockeying for position right now. You got even more walls coming up here for Nikov. I think he's wondering if some pressure is going to get rerouted his direction. He did just throw up 2 stables as he's on the way to the Castle Age, so soon to have some Frankish Knights on the field to support. I didn't notice this either. Lucho did put a tower up at home just to be safe on his gold, so that means he's lacking stone when reaching the Castle Age himself if he wanted to drop extra TCs. Scouts in the back, over by running. The walls come up in time.
Nikov signaling that, so they have advance warning on what it's going to be. They thought it might be like Shanbei or Haeguang or something, but now they know it's going to be a Tiger Cav play from running. He's dropping the castle defensively, and Sebastian might run into some problems against that because they're very good against range units.
Yeah, Sebastian goes for a 3rd archery range.
Is there a hole there?
Oh, there was, but ooh. Clean quick wall. Clean, clean, clean. Let's see here. Gold mining upgrades coming in. I mean, Castle Age is going to be reached by Wonders first overall. Gives them the initiative again here to roll forward. We got Bodkin on the way, of course, here for Sebastian. In 20 seconds, it'll be on the way for Lucho as well. Castle Age in, immediate chain barding here for Nikov. And, of course, Knights in the queue. Where's he sending them? His scouts right now are battering the walls over by Anatov, and it does look like that's where the archers might be heading. A beeline across the center of the map.
This is the least active 3v3 Arabia game like, the units are moving.
Right.
But they're not really doing anything. Usually we'd had like 100 kills by now, and there's really not much going on. Just both teams walling up.
There's not been a single eco kill in this game yet. Which for 6 players on an Arabia is absurd.
Crazy.
Yeah, absolutely crazy.
But I mean, that's just I guess it's just the side effect of the strategy that Nocturna went for, right?
Mm-hmm.
And the lack of aggressiveness maybe from Wonders. But now here we go. Potentially some villager kills coming in as the crossbows are attacking Anatov's base. Nikov is there to support. Lucho's there to support as well. He's getting ballistics right now. And there's a hole into Anatov's base. And the gold, well, he's completely cut off of it.
Ooh.
He's got to bring all of his scouts back. Where are his scouts? They're forward.
Yeah, he's got to bring the scouts back, and he's got to bring every single villager over to this TC that he's trying to rush up in this moment. Nikov once again.
I think it'll be up on time.
Few villagers for sure going down. Already 1, 2, 3 even at that point. And now the rest of them are going to run for the other town center. So a few villagers lost. More than anything, though, it's just this pure idle time. There is zero economy working for Anatov right now.
I mean, Turris has showed up on the other side, though. He's trying to help out against Lucho. Lucho does have the Ethiopians, so he should have the better crossbows in this situation. Tiger Cav are in. They're going to start working away on these crossbows with the help of that TC. Light Cav at the back from Anatov trying to get into the base from Lucho. Lucho was walling that before, but he might stop paying attention now that he's fighting Turris.
I don't even know
He notices it.
what to make of this. Like, who's winning in this fight? I mean, I would just say the time invested here by Nock is more than they want to.
The pocket player's been nuked.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, you got a good point. Like, the Anatov's eco has kind of been nuked. He's at 37 villagers, right? He has 2 TCs, but it's tough for him to keep up production. And then we look at the other pocket, like Nikov, 60 villagers.
Yeah.
Right? Like 24 farms. He's got consistent night production. And then we have both flanks from Wonders getting thumb ring already.
Yeah.
It's going to be a really difficult fight, even with the Tiger Cav from Nocturna.
Now looking insanely good here for Wonders. As I say that, Light Cav in on Sebastian's base as he was trying to get that TC up on his forward goal position. So he is going to bleed some villager lives here. Good find by Anatov. Under all that pressure back at home, he still finds a way to get some raiding done.
I mean, probably a bit of a relief for him, right? He couldn't get into Lucho's base. Lucho did a really good job walling him out. And he knows he needs damage.
Yeah.
To like, counteract the damage that he took. He only lost 6 villagers. But like you said, the idle time was insane for him.
Yeah, and you just can't you see it in the queue, right? Like he's able to produce villagers, but then he can't produce military. He's kind of having to make a choice. There's only one knight in the queue currently, whereas for a player like Nikov, he can both keep his TCs running and the knight production a little bit more heavily. Already out to a third TC.
The Tiger Cap just keep catching Sebastian out, and he needs all of his team to help against them. They've been powering up, killing those crossbows. They're quite strong right now, but Lucho shows up, Nikov shows up. It's just all about managing Tiger Cap numbers, it feels like, right? As long as he doesn't have an insane amount of them, they should be fine. They should still keep their advantage.
I mean, they only take 1 damage a hit, right? From crossbows, I believe. If I'm reading that correctly. Yeah, I mean, they are just such a tanky unit here to play frontline towards these crossbows. Anatov over, doing a little bit of dancing, but the hill is controlled here by Wonders.
Yeah, they know their head economically. Like, they definitely know their head, and they're playing defensively again. Like, Nikov, the fact that Nikov hasn't been hit at all, and he's just sitting here building his 4th stable, ready to spam.
Yeah.
Like, he's in such a comfortable position with the Franks.
He's going up to 41 farms right now. Night numbers are climbing up into the 20s.
Ethiopians.
Oof.
Franks, Ethiopians, and then Mayans as well is just, like, so crazy for Arabia in this situation.
Yeah, all the light cav going down, too, in front of Lucho's base there as they collide with the crossbows. Great cleanup. Tiger Cav, they want to get involved.
They're good. They're not that good running.
Yeah,
it's like they're not that good, bro.
The Knights are here too to defend. This is it's been an overcommitment. Reaching is running in this moment. I mean, look, he only lost 1 Tiger Cav through all that. He did take a fair amount of damage across them all, but that's just a great example of their tankiness.
I mean, look at this guy. He's got 4 kills, 190 HP, 11 plus 7 attack.
Jesus.
Because they power up with every kill. 190 HP? Like, what? Huh?
Yeah, a knight is 120 for the Frankish Knights. So an extra 70 HP, plus hitting harder, and way tankier against ranged units. A little bit squishier to the melee attacks. But Nikov is happy to
coming in for Turs. I didn't even notice that, dude.
Oh.
This might be their opportunity here. Like, the timing advantage for Turs could be huge. And he can go for traction trips as well if he wants to push in on that side.
Yeah.
They need to focus maybe all of their efforts on trying to break Lucho.
Running
an Anatov can like run in between the bases and stop the reinforcements from getting there from Sebastian or Nikov.
Yeah, even more so because the walling, the team walling is absurd by Wonders between Nikov and Sebastian. It's full stone walls on the left side. They've connected their bases with house walls as well. So just ultra protected on that side. I think it makes the decision very easy, right? That Lucho has to kind of be the point at which we aggress. Crossbows forward now. Tiger Cavs forward. Looking for that first traction treb in the queue. 25% of the way complete. And the pressure will begin.
I think the Tiger Cavs are bugged on CA. Yeah, there's no way this guy's 200 HP. I checked in game, it's like 170. It's still brutal, but they're definitely bugged with capture age. I was wondering that. I was like, what the hell? He was broken.
All right, Arbalest, Chemistry, and Bracer already
Lucho's
in here.
Lucho's in trouble, but he does have a lot of crossbows behind.
There's a hole. There's a hole.
Full defense, and here comes Nikov. Rohan, the beacons are lit. Nikov is on the way. There is a hole. He's patched it very cleverly, though.
Wow.
With a gate behind, and he's just now left dealing with those few Tiger Cap that snuck in. Nikov's still trying to look for a way in. They just need to hold this army. They need to clear this army and then get to Imperial H themselves and try and leverage their maybe better position. But now, look at the eco. Nocturna is actually ahead on economy.
Yeah, Lucho trying to evacuate this position. All the Knights arrive here for Nikov. That's going to play a good meat shield in front line to the crossbows. But the Arbalests now, they're rolling forward. TC under threat. This is the MTC. It's at 85, but they don't know.
They won't
commit to it.
Die.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Lucho lost that whole wood line in the north.
Oh, I didn't even
boy,
notice
Lucho
that.
lost so many vills. 43 villagers only for Lucho. It's falling apart.
Yeah.
And it's all on the back of the Tiger Cab decision. The anti-meta strat from NOC. I mean, the score is still in favor of Wonders as it switches back and forth here, but we look at the numbers and it should just be Nocturna in the lead right now.
Yeah, it's all about how many knights are alive when Nikov reaches Imperial Age, I think, here.
Yeah.
But the numbers are getting thinned right now. He does not want to be fighting in this moment. He wants to wait for Cavalier. He wants to wait for those extra upgrades, and even still, he has to defend his allies. A good hill position there. Continues to retreat, but Lucho's base is just melting in this moment. More villagers going down as they eject from that TC. The Arbalists are running for their lives underneath the farming economy, dying to more Tiger Cab. I mean, Lucho's completely out of this game. They turned it into a 3v2.
And I mean, Lucho will still have some Arbalists, but shout out to Running for just every time he sees an army of Arbalists, he completely ignores everything else and just goes after it with these Tiger Cab. And he has been destroying all of the Arbalist army, the crossbow armies from Wonders, as now Nikov has to deal with the pressure coming forward. The Polish Knight spam, 7 stables producing nonstop for Anatov. 63 Arbalists, 27 Tiger Cab, Nikov panicking.
Yeah, he's throwing up 2 castles. He gets 1 up in his farming economy. Now another being rushed up by 30-plus villagers. The knights are just diving in, looking for eco kills and keeping his knights on the run. And while all this is happening, Traction Trebuchets just making quick work of Lucho's base. Lucho's never coming back into this game. Now it's a matter of whether or not Nikov, with Imperial Age upgrades, can clean this up and buy his team some breathing room.
Feels like Lucho's had his whole base garrisoned for the last 2 minutes, right? Like, just trying to survive. And without Lucho to deal with, the Tiger Cap can come over from Running and help. He's on the way to Imperial Age now. Nikov is the guy that's going to have to kind of push this army back. Maybe give Lucho some time to get back in. And give Sebastian some time to cook, too. As Paladin is on the way for Nikov.
Yeah, he went straight.
Oh, Sebastian, be careful. Those Tiger Cav will come right for you, brother.
Oh, yeah. He's splitting his Arbalists up a little bit as well. Regroups him just now. He's looking for a castle position here on this hill. Trying to establish some kind of a line of scrimmage, a line of defense here. Traction Trebuchets maybe rerouting a little bit. Getting dove here by the Cavalier from Nikov. So that's 1 goes down, slows the push just a little bit. There has been a Tiger Cav, a converted Tiger Cav in Running's base, killing villagers for like the last 2 minutes.
I love this raid from Anatov. Look at what he's done. He's pulled all of the Cavalier back from Nikov. And Polish Knights are cheap, man. You don't, you don't care if you lose those. Also, Imtech coming in for Turs so early. Wow. Turs has 100 village. Turs has played insane this game.
Bolt magazine. What does that do for us?
It gives extra arrow to the Arbalists.
Oh, no. Oh, my goodness. Okay.
It's insane. Yeah.
See, TC's dropping for Nikov. He's trying to expand a little bit while he grabs the real estate. Linking up with Sebastian here, but there's those. Oh, my God. Look at the flurry of arrows coming out of those Arbalists there from Turs. That is wild to witness.
Yep.
Machine gun. Tiger Cav over as well to play defense. Paladin is in.
Elite Tiger Cav coming in. Right, Elite Tiger Cav on the way, though, and I think the Tiger Cav and Arbalist with the extra arrow should be enough to deal with this initial wave of Paladin. Once the Paladin is gone, the Tiger Cav will feast on the Arbalist.
They won that without the Elite even in just yet. 6 more seconds to go. Then it'll arrive. That's going to spell disaster for these Arbalists. Numbers already dwindling. The Paladin are continuing to do work, though, as a meat shield. And there are 30 on the field. I don't know where all of them are. Some coming back in this moment. Some raiding in Running's economy. So good for Nikov to find some of that eco damage to help even things out. More stables being dropped. Now up to 11 stables is Nikov in the production. But Anatov's doing that same thing you're talking about. He's just running past everybody with Castle Age Knights.
That's what you got to. That's what you got to do with pulls. When you get set up like this, you just got to run into the back of the Rico. Like, your allies are going to carry the day here with their units. You just need numbers, and you just need distraction. And like, Anatov shouldn't click up to Imp until he feels comfortable clicking up and producing at the same time, right?
Yeah. I'd say, yeah, basically when he pop caps, right? And he's almost there. He's approaching now with 130 villagers and 40 knights on the field. But he would need that alongside the bank. Has the food, doesn't have the gold that he would need to click up to the Imperial Age. Honestly, could win this game in Castle Age if he just keeps the production
Running's
up.
into the back. Poor Lucho. Running is
Oh,
finding
no.
every new TC from Lucho. And now he's going into the back of Nikov's space too. And Knights are still in there from Anatov, killing the villagers from Nikov. The Arbalest number kind of depleting here for Turs. There are so many arrows in the ground, bro, in that area.
They are getting a little bit of a pushback, though, gaining control of this hill again. Are Nikov and Sebastian. So the fight has been really impressive out of the two of them in what feels like a unit disadvantage.
Tiger Cav still raiding. Most of the other raids have been cleared up, but now the Tiger Cav are over against Sebastian, clearing up the Arbalest.
Anatov clicked.
Going after the villagers as well. Anatov is on the way up, and he never really cut production, right? Like,
No.
it just stopped. So he can keep producing those knights on the way up to him comfortably. It's 141 villagers for him.
Yeah, all three players well over 100 villagers. So the economy's looking nice and clean. 40 villa advantage over their opponents. And really that's where we're just looking at Lucho. 70 villagers to his name now. He's doing his best to reboom as quickly as possible and get involved. But just about 12 Arbalists to his name right now.
I do love the fact that Sebastian walled up like the potential trade line so early. That's something that Nikov's done, and it's something that Lucho's done on the other side too. I would love to see that from Nocturna. It looks like Turs is working on it right now. But we actually have a castle from Running kind of over in the south, maybe threatening to push in there at some point. And the Tiger Cav, dude, the Tiger Cav is such an issue for Sebastian. You don't want to tech into Halb at this stage with mines. You want to keep playing Arbalest, but I mean, they don't even care.
No, it's an impossible
tickled.
position. You're hating the generation, like the random generation. Why am I opposite this guy? Your castle's feeling
Paladin raid
effective.
from Nikov. Nikov's heading in.
Oh, he is.
Trying to shut down the trade, but the trade's not there. So
Dude,
let's see
Anatov
if
sees it.
Anatov can wall him out. There's still a hole there,
Still a
brother.
hole. Yep. Wait. Oh,
Nope.
there isn't.
Nope. Hold. There's still a big gap on the other side.
Yes, and palisade walls that can easily be broken. Okay, gets the re-wall behind it. Eventually, those paladins will get in, though. We promise you that. There they go. Find the back door. On the front, Traction Treb targeting that castle that Nikov had placed, and therefore the gold. Knights and Arbalest controlling the hill. Because of those paladins going forward means less in defense.
Poor Sebastian. Every time I look over here, it's the same story. The Tiger Cav just sitting under castles TCs against Arbalest, and he doesn't care. And Mingguang armor is in, which means they have more melee armor against the paladins now.
Yeah, they've got +6, so they actually have, yeah, in total more armor than the paladins themselves. And in a lot of cases, the same or more HP if they picked up a lot of kills. And I think more than anything, it's the fact that Nikov has to relegate 30+ paladins to chasing 10 Tiger Cav.
Yep. On the bright side, though, for Wonders, Lucho is kind of back in the game now.
Okay, yeah.
They left him alone for long enough. Anatov trying to raid again with the Knights. Nikov with some good quick walls there. He stops them. Cavalier upgrade is in. It's better map position for Nocturna, but I mean, Wonders is doing a fantastic job just like holding the line.
Yeah.
Trying to stay in this game.
Super impressive to not have had to tap out of it just yet, but it does feel like they're slowly getting picked apart, slowly losing space, right? Doing all that chasing around on the Tiger Cav means that castle, that forward castle, is going down now in just a moment. Going to lose the gold position, lose a bit more of the map. I'd say 70% of it owned right now by Nocturna. But Lucho, is this the moment where he can start pushing out? 44 Arbalest, is that enough to get involved?
Or Arbalest really the unit you want to make if there's still Tiger Cav on the field?
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, it's what the Ethiopians do, right? So,
I mean, you talk about maybe the Mayans player not wanting to go into Halberdier. Ethiopians, is it going to be his responsibility to just field at least 20, 30 of them?
I think they just hope that at some point running kind of runs out of gold. Their amount of arrows under that TC is ludicrous.
That is disgusting.
It's like 300, dude.
Yeah.
Fight in the shade.
Find a needle in that arrow stack. All right. They're diving in, though. All 3 players here, just against 2 on the opposite side. Paladins and Arbalest trying to hold strong against Tiger Cav, Cavalier, and Arbalest.
And the Cavalier are into Nikov space again.
Oh.
He's busy on the front. The Cavalier are in at the back. The Arbalists are firing so many arrows. The Tiger Cav are tanking the shots from the Arbalists of Sebastian. And fuck that Ibex in particular, says Turs, as he nukes it with his traction trebs. Lucho's trying to clear up the raids and the traits, so Lucho isn't part of that fight at the front.
How did they hold that? They still held the front fight. I mean, I know that the Cav went into raid, so I guess it was still kind of largely a 2v2. I'm just impressed at their ability to hold this.
Yeah. Running just didn't have the same amount of Tiger Cav that he had before, right? Nikov's been able to keep up the Paladin numbers. I don't know for how long. But so far, he's been able to keep up their production. He's had a very solid game.
They got their trade up way sooner, right? I mean, I guess that would be the one big thing here for Wonders is how quickly they got the trade enabled, where you just now see Anatov adding his initial trade here.
Yeah, Anatov really kind of focusing on just production. Same thing with running. Anatov going for the flank with his Cavalier. He's sending in Winged Hussar now. We've got all of these Arbalists here, too. If the Arbalists go down from Sebastian, I think the Paladin can be cleared. And here come the Tiger Cap, too. It's a big fight. Nikov not really engaging at the front side there. He's just acting as a meat shield. But the flank came in. And that's going to be a huge clear up for Nocturna, it looks like.
Yeah, massive cleanup. I'm amazed at how many Paladin are still alive, but they will ultimately melt here. And now the traction trebuchets working away on those stables, right? So while the production has been good, the numbers have been good for Nikov. You can see 1 in the queue right now. And if buildings start to fall, they're just not going to have the meat shield to support the likes of Sebastian's Arbalest. And Sebastian continues to suffer from the Tiger Cav raids in his base. As soon as he produces out of those archery ranges, each of these Arbalists is just getting absolutely massacred by a Tiger Cav.
Lucho does have torsion engines, and they still are holding the line, and they still got that like little section of the map on the right. I mean, the Civs are theoretically better in the late game for Wonders. Ethiopians and Frank Paladin should be really strong, right? Poles are not so good. They don't really have any super powerful options other than just spamming units. Choose Arbalists are great. Way in the late game kind of start to fall off. There is a chance, but it's a slim one.
Yeah. Well, and it's a better chance as long as Anatov is on Winged Hussar over...
Well, what else does he
Cavalier,
make, right?
Well, yeah, no, I just mean that right now he's lacking gold because he's trying to get his trade up, right? And then he can go back into Cavalier, which are slightly better. I mean, Winged Hussar are still great, but...
I think with the stack patrol meta, Winged Hussar in big groups might be better.
Really? Just because...
Probably not,
range,
but...
Or...
No, they've got like trample damage.
Gotcha, with the tech.
So when you stack up like that, it's really nice. Good quick wall there from Turs to try and protect that castle going up.
Very
a lot of light cab coming out now from running because he didn't have the gold to sustain the Tiger Cab, at least initially.
Paladin on the hill, just taking his best to fight as they can because this castle is looking to go up.
And Lucho's here. It's not going up, dude.
Gets the snipe on. There's one more villager. There's one more villager with 1 health. Okay, goes down in the end.
Dash.
Are we seeing it? Is it happening?
I'm thinking Wonders might win this game.
That's insane to me.
I don't know because NOC is still in a good position and now they have their trade. But Wonders have done a phenomenal job keeping their trade alive. We have 51 trade cards from Sebastian. And their civs are better in the late game.
Yeah. It's not, Wonders has eco lead now. I mean, both sides are essentially popped out, right? But just the fact that you see 400 eco is insane for Wonders.
Something I would have loved to see from running after he got that castle in the south, which has been taken out now. Like, if you're looking to raid their trade, like, open it up.
Mm-hmm.
Open it up there, right? Get some units inside. Maybe a couple petards, sneaky little push in there. Could have done a lot. I mean, the forward walls are coming up from Sebastian over on that side. They're slowly pushing back. And this is looking dangerous for NOC. If they lose that middle area, it's going to be brutal.
Yeah, and the raiding's going to become more and more difficult to pull off. Like, the castle line that Wonders has built now to defend their economy. You see Sebastian putting another one up defensively around his farming eco. It's going to be really difficult for these Winged Hussar to find effective raids. Still going to try, though, is Anatov. Wood, I think, would become maybe the next concern. I'm looking at the wood lines here for Wonders.
This is a wood game. This is a wood game. Ah, look at the wall across from Nocturna. Dash.
Oh, baby.
You got any beer? You want to crack one? Because I think we might.
It's only 1:30
every time I say that, the
PM,
game ends soon. But like, yeah.
This is a Instacart a bottle of wine or something.
Ooh, Sebastian lost a lot of vills. Sebastian's down to 50 vills. He's trying to make a switch into Halb. Ooh.
Ooh.
It's fine. Nikov can send him food, maybe.
Yeah, all these paladins still having to sit in the back of the economy just to deal with Winged Hussar, though. Sebastian going for another castle in the trade line. I mean, I think they recognize the same thing that you were mentioning, right? Like, if this game extends to eternity, we should win this. So every effort they're making right now is just to extend the game, is to give them opportunities to live in the game longer, let that trade really build up in its value, dropping more farms in the back.
God, Nikov has really proven why they put him in here.
Mm-hmm.
Nikov has been an absolute beast this game. Like, he's just been supporting both sides so well, holding the line in the middle while Lucho recovered. Lucho now has SO with torsion engines and bombard cannons. And Nikov's eco has been hit a lot, too. Like, Nikov has lost 138 villagers this game. And he's still managed to keep the paladin coming out.
And he's managed to have a positive KD, which is actually pretty nuts. Because you can kind of see the opposite story for Anatov. Like, I know Anatov was spamming more Castle Age units and slightly weaker units for a period of time, but Anatov, 290 to 500. What did I miss?
The Winged Hussar coming in for the bombard cannons. They have a bonus against gunpowder, and he clears all of them.
Big fight up here.
And here the Tiger Cap too. Lucho, no! Lucho's gonna get wiped again.
He's got a few Halberdier in there to try and help, and he's got more in the queue. But he is gonna lose this this hill position here. I mean, honestly, more impressive fight than I thought. The Halberdier are doing good work against the Tiger Cav when not getting focused down by the Arbalest.
Yeah. Recovery mode for Lucho again. Anatov, by the way, has been sending an insane amount of gold to his team. He's just producing Winged Hussar, sending all of his trade revenue to the squad.
Running just lost another forward castle position, though, so that's a little bit more breathing room for Wonders. That's a little bit more space to reach out for wood lines.
One less castle he can produce Tiger Cav from, although he's still got 4. He's making traction trebs himself. Crazy game, dude.
Yeah.
Crazy game here.
And all attention to the right-hand side of this map right now. All 3 players from Noc have gotten together once again underneath this castle here. Tiger Cav trying to break through on the house. Stonewall just behind. Well done by Nikov. Great heads-up play. Winged Hussar, though, back into Lucho's base once again to threaten the economy.
Oh, I want to see some big shots with these SO. Lucho's got to be like looking for revenge as well for what happened to him earlier. He wants nothing more than to nuke a big, massive Tiger Cav as it comes in.
Well, he's got his chance, but Siege Onagers aren't in position as the Tiger Cav are going to loop around the top side of his base before the stone walls come up. Siege Onagers rerouting.
Ooh, what a push from Sebastian over on the other side. Look at how many trebs he has there. And the Arbalest, he's just gonna, he sees the Tiger Cav and he leaves 5 trebs to die, Dash. He's like, no, I'm not dealing with it, dude.
2,000 resources down the drain in that moment.
I'm not dying with that. No way.
Yeah, that's a pretty feels bad moment, but the best call you can make for sure. Does ultimately clean up those Tiger Cav. But the natural
Nikov
push and
needs to
pull.
manage his pop. He's got 171 eco.
Yeah, he's over.
He's let it overinflate because he was getting rated so much. So he's got to realize that. Some point when he's floating a lot of resources, floating a lot of food.
Yeah, it's gonna get worse
Might end
too,
up
'cause he
deleting.
still has 10 trade cards in the queue. So that's slowly gonna make the numbers even worse. Here come siege onagers. That was a pretty good hit.
Okay, that's pretty good. That's
good.
nice. Yeah, torsion engines, pretty good.
All right.
Nikov needs to lose like 20 bills into this raid.
Yeah, he needs to lose 20 bills, but he needs to also not lose his base. And he's about to lose this TC. We've got a castle looking to come up here in a forward position on the hill. Traction trebuchets firing away here for Turs. He's going to back up to defend. Paladins come in looking for the cleanup. Do they get the surround? Cavalier as well coming over to help out. Tiger Cav now swooping in.
Tiger Cav here. They need Lucho to come. What is Lucho doing? Get out of here. Come on. Get out of your gate. Get involved.
That's true. He's got
Oh,
these
if he was
siege
there,
onagers.
man.
If he could hit them over this wood line with the siege onagers right now, oh, that'd be so nasty.
Oh, it would have been insane, dude.
Oh, he almost just nuked his own halberdiers. He's trying to cut through the wood line.
Yeah, he is. And now his traction trips are going to kill him, and he has to go back. I don't know what Lucho was up to. I don't know what he was looking at.
Yeah, that's very unfortunate. Nikov losing a lot of his economy, losing a lot of space, and now the trade line is being threatened. Cavalier diving in once again. They're going to hit the wood lines. They're going to hit the trade lines. Arbalest,
Here comes
traction
Lucho.
trebuchets. I mean, Tiger Cav numbers dwindled once again, though.
Good shots on the Cavalier.
Ooh, great shots
Oh,
on this.
no!
Oh, it hurts.
We just need one shot, Lucho. That's it. For the fans. One shot for the fans. That's it, bro.
Oh, okay.
Come
Here it
on.
is. This is the moment.
Come on.
This is your moment.
Ah!
It only killed one trebuchet. What?
Go for the Arbalest. Go for the Arbalest. Go
Come
for the
on.
Arbalest. Lucho, he's clicking so hard right now.
His
Lucho!
APM is through the roof on one singular unit. He's not getting into range. Oh, the slow roll of the siege onagers isn't going to be enough. Also, the castle is still quietly going up by 4 villagers. Just quietly,
no.
this castle is going up. All the siege onagers are down. The halberdier numbers aren't there. The castle's going to go up here for Turs. Once again, Nock has established a forward position. Turs says, let's go even further.
Oh, that could have turned the game around completely. That could have been their moment there. Lucho had opportunities. I looked at the APM. His military APM was like 90. I think he was just like hard spamming.
Yeah, that was a single unit being being spammed. Okay, building a castle underneath trebuchet fire though. This one is not going up here, Turs. He's gonna have to cancel.
Yeah.
And he does. Now it's just Paladin versus Cav and Arbalest right now. Nikov not going to be able to hold that forever. Does need some more help here. Siege onagers and halberdiers coming over once again here.
Heavy He Guang. Heavy He Guang being mixed in from running. Okay.
Okay, yeah.
They're not better than the Tiger Cav really in any way, but they might be cheaper, I guess. Easier to produce.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if they deal better with halberdiers than Tiger Cav, but either way, he's kind of just rolling over Sebastian right now.
And Turs has a hero, and Liu Bei is going in deep, dude.
Where is he?
He is all alone.
God, dude. That's a true
Let's
king
go,
right
brother.
there. You lead from the front.
Yo, Dynasty Warriors 12?
Total War?
Hell yeah.
Yeah, what are we playing? That's amazing. You love to see it. Siege onagers.
Oh, Anatop nuking the trade too.
Okay,
Nikov is still producing all his paladins from the stables in the front, by the way.
Oh, so
which have remained alive this entire time. So they're like taking damage as they come back. They're also pretty far away from the fights. Sebastian trying to hold the line against running. Big push here from Turs. It's gonna have to be Lucho that pushes this back.
Needs to find some big onager shots. He's doing a really good job of protecting these right now with the halberdier mass. against the Cavalier. He also has these 2 trebuchets, so once again, Tur's building a castle in probably an ill-advised position, but feeling like they need to get a foothold. Wow, GG called. Nikov just doesn't have the resources at that point, it looks like, to keep the spam up. What a game from Noc. All tied up, 2-2.
I mean, excellent play from Noc. I mean, it was an anti-meta play going for scouts on the flank into the Tiger Cav. Running did really well hunting down the crossbows. Also, concerning just the lack of aggression, right, from Wonders while that was happening. They saw the double scout play, and they didn't manage to get any eco kills. Like, they didn't manage to have a good fight. They never really managed to meet up anywhere. That was...
Yeah, and their one attempt,
a little bit questionable.
Their one attempt was when the archers and the spearmen made it over to Anatov's base, found that hole, but went a little bit too far, right, and got cleaned up before the rest of the team made it there. And that could have been punishment enough against Anatov to slow down the Knight and the Light Cav spam that eventually came. And then the other thing I'd say is Terz's imp time was just big, right? Getting that early imp time, getting the Arbalest to allow them to really dispatch Lucho and take him out of the game for so long.
That's just... It's also crazy to me Running made 528 Tiger Cav.
Oh, my God.
Like, that's...
Fine.
That's insane.
Yeah, between that, they had over 1,000 gold Cav units as a team between the Cavalier and the Elite Tiger Cav. And then, yeah, whatever Huigongs he made as well. 422 Paladin on the other side wasn't enough. Good
That's
series,
a really
though.
sick game.
Yeah.
Very good series. Yeah. That one's struck me as one of those Arabia games where it does come down to the woodlines at the end of the day. But that only happens if Lucho gets those shots against Turs. If they can deny that castle, then they hold this position. But once that castle goes up and Turs is allowed to escape, it kind of falls apart. Lucho's going to be kicking himself for not getting those.
For sure. Well, yeah, I mean, so overall, 2-2. I think Noc should be pretty happy about that. You mentioned probably considered slight underdogs in this one, so to exit on an even scoreline in the group stage is feeling pretty good. I know it's a full round robin with each team getting one bye. Is it just top 4 at the end of that round robin go to the bracket? Do you happen to know?
You're expecting a lot more from me than I know. It looks like it's top 4.
I always pinned you as the guy who hardcore studies the handbook before every. Is that not the Dave
No.
I know? Oh, is that?
Thanks for gassing me up, though. I am the last person in the handbook, dude.
No, I know. You and I are the ones drinking beers until 3 a.m. and then just showing up for work the next day. 100%. Incredible. All right, man. Well, hey, thanks for hitting me up. I was thinking about hitting you up yesterday, and then literally I had those computer issues, and I was like, oh, I don't want to ruin somebody else's stream, but I'm glad I made it through without any tech issues today.